Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the weekly tip-off, the first one of the new year. And we got a doozy for you. Already we're at nighttime and we got the emergency pod going on. Trae Young just got traded to the Wizards. We're going to talk about that and the fantasy implications of that. And then what in the heck is going on with OKC? As we sit right now, they're in a dogfight with the Jazz in overtime. What in the heck's going on out there, man? Let's talk about it. The weekly tip-off next. All right. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back, Todd. What's
How you doing?
Hanging in there, man. It's a long Christmas break with these kids, man. I'm telling you.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back on basketball. I swear. But look, man, it's a crazy night already. It's not even been, 7 days? Just 7 days into the new year, and we already got Trae Young traded to the Wiz. So for those who don't know, Trae Young just got traded. Got traded for CJ McCollum and Corey Kispert. And that's it. No draft capital. Both teams can be seen to benefit. Trae Young now goes to the Wizards, goes to a pretty solid team with some young assets. I know we had Prophet last time who loved the Wizards on our show. I don't think we love him as much as he does, but yeah. But it's a interesting trade here. What are your initial thoughts on this, DP?
I think it just seems like Trae just wanted to go to a team where he can run the show, and there's no playoff team that needs a point guard like him. He kind of he doesn't play great defense. He doesn't rebound. He gets his teammates involved, like he'll drive and kick out, but it didn't seem like there was a market for him besides going to kind of a bad team, right? So I think on his list, the Nets were on his list. So I think he just wanted to go a place that needed a star. He can get his bag, and he has no one behind him that's like threatening him for playing time or anything like that. So yeah, we'll see how it works out. I like some of the young pieces. I mean, Alex Sarr is good. Kabali's good. Trae Johnson is young. He's a rookie, but he seems good. So it'll be interesting to see how it turns out.
Yeah, man. I think it's interesting. I mean, Trae at his apex from a fantasy perspective. Trae at his apex was, well, I mean, it's kind of just like you said, points and assists, but nothing else really, right? So now he goes to a Wizards team. I mean, he's going to be the guy who's going to have to shoot the rock, right? And he's got these pieces to pass to. I like the Trae Johnson, Alex Sarr effect, right? Like, I mean, Trae can shoot, man. And then you got, so you're going to have a really, say what you want about Trae Young. Like, he can pass and, his efficiency is not as it was shooting, but at least, like, he can shoot. But he can pass at least to Trae to get him in a good position. And then, obviously, Alex Sarr there as well.
Yeah. I think Alex Sarr is going to benefit a lot because Trae's very good at those like alley-oop passes in the lane off of the pick and roll, and Alex Sarr is athletic enough to just catch and finish. Yeah. Whereas, like, I think with Porzingis on the Hawks, they couldn't really be doing that with him. So yeah, and they've been playing better without him. So
that's true. Let me ask you this: like, if you are a fantasy owner right now, are you rushing to try to pick up, like, or trying to trade for Sarr, or are you trying to trade for Trae Young? Like, when we talked about the benefits to Sarr and Trae Johnson, are you now, since Trae is there coming to with Sarr, are you being like, okay, I gotta get Sarr in my lineup, or is it kind of like a wait and see approach? I'm interested to hear your thoughts there.
Sarr has been great pretty much all season.
Yeah.
I think his averages are 18 and 8 roughly with 3 assists. Okay. But like, he's so good at blocks.
Yeah. So the blocks category is so nice with him.
Like, he got swooped up pretty quick in like most fantasy drafts. I feel like probably in the 50s or 60s. So yeah, I think he's already taken. I'd be shocked if he's like a free agent in anyone's league. But like, I think his value should go up for sure.
Interesting.
Can't go down.
Yeah. Well, you think Trae's value goes up too, or you think it's gonna be like the same Trae?
It's tough because I think there were better pieces on Atlanta.
For
With
sure.
like Jalen Johnson, he can do it all. He can drive. He can shoot. I don't think Dyson Daniels he can't really score, but they had other pieces there that can shoot the ball, and I don't know if the Washington is equipped. Like they have Middleton at the 4, but this is he's his best years are behind him. So
yeah,
we'll see. I think it's going to be, if anything, I think it's going to be more Trae shooting more.
Yeah.
So his points will probably go up.
It's interesting, man, and it's so much. It's tough to look at it if you're a Wizards fan. You could be excited, but also, like I've talked to some Wizards fan. Shout out to Raul, clone of Winston-Salem, big Wizards fan. He is, he just like, look, I just want a nice pick in this draft, right? And it's like, well, does Trae actually hurt that? Right, like it's kind of a deal of if they go on a run, is that good? Do you see Trae as a long-term piece, or do you want to tank for the draft? And I would definitely say tank for this year's draft for sure. But it's interesting, man. And from a fantasy perspective, it's going to be interesting to see the activity of what people do with Trae and with Sar. I think, like you said, people are going to be rushing to either. You got to have Sar on a team if in your league. Like it's crazy if he's a free agent, but even if he's on a team, like trading for him or whatever, you're going to probably see a lot of movement with him. And other Wizards players,
Yep.
But look, Trae goes from Atlanta to Chocolate City, man. So look, he's for the culture.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he'll fit in well there. I don't think they'll win more with him though. Like as currently constructed.
Why you say that?
Because I mean, he wasn't helping Atlanta win more, right? So he can't help a roster with like Atlanta win more. I don't see how he's going to help Washington, unless he just has the ultimate green light and catches fire on like a 50-point game. But that's not going to happen that often.
Well, he probably does have the ultimate green light with these guys now. I mean, probably the whole thing in Atlanta they didn't like because he was like, I guess the word is allegedly, like no one liked playing with him in Atlanta.
Right.
And I know all the fans were kind of down on him for him shooting the ball way too much, and they just wanted to give the ball to Jalen Johnson, justifiably so. I'll say, But yeah, man, it's like he's going to the Wizards, and he's the leader. He's the guy. He's the vet. Everybody's gonna be looking at him, so he's gonna have that green light badge just like right there off the gate. So yeah, like I said, it's gonna be interesting to see Trae's value on a fantasy market, but I think definitely like you're gonna see a lot of activity with him for sure.
Well, I'm gonna hold on to him. He's on my team, so I'm hoping he just lights a fire under him.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, cool. All right, let's move on to our next topic, man. And this is one that's just strange, very strange. So a week ago, I was listening to the Zach Lowe podcast, right? Maybe like a week or two ago. And the question was, is this OKC team better than like the Warriors team, the 73-9 Warriors team, or the KD Warriors team, even like the Bulls team? They were trying to compare that. And look, Jay Will went on record. It was like, yeah, we'd beat the Bulls. Like we'd beat those teams. Yeah, I know. But like recently now, well, they last they were 6-6 in their last 12 games.
Yep.
Losses to the Spurs, lost to the Suns. My Hornets smacked them. by 30 in Oklahoma, which the group I was lighting the group chat on fire. Like,
Yep.
it was best win in Charlotte probably in the decade, which says something. But anyway, and then now, as we speak, I gotta look at the score, but they're in a dogfight with Utah going to overtime. You and I were looking at the box score and just Shea's getting his, Jay Will getting his, Chet's getting his. Is this just one of those things of like the lulls of the season, you think? Or like, I'm kind of at a loss for words. Like, I understand Charlotte because, we're coming up, but I'm just saying all the other ones, I don't know,
I mean, from the looks of it, they have some injuries on OKC with Caruso's out and Hartenstein looks like he's out.
Mm-hmm.
So those two hurt, and like honestly, I don't think Jalen Johnson is holding up his end of the bargain.
Yeah. You mean Jay Will or?
Sorry. Yeah, Jalen Williams. Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, he's only like tonight he had 17 points in an overtime game.
Mm-hmm.
I think he needs more. Like if you play 41 minutes, you should have more than 17 points.
He's a cornerstone. We got to see more. We got to see.
I think he just needs to. I mean, he shot the ball 15 times, but he's just not shooting the rock well.
Is he, from a fantasy perspective, do you think he's a person to sell high on? So if you have him on your team, you could probably get back, a good haul if you.
Yeah, I mean, going into the season, he was like a low second, high third round pick. So his value is high, but this season he's averaging 17, 5 and 5. That's not second round material.
Facts.
That's probably more like 4th, 5th round. So yeah, his numbers are down a lot this year for whatever reason.
Yeah. I saw that game from beginning to end, the Hornets game I'm speaking of. I haven't seen the Jazz one. I'll check that one when it's done. But I saw that Hornets game. I mean, he looked like a good player. Like, obviously, like he's a good player and he scored. Shea had a bad game. Chet didn't really do that much, which is kind of crazy because the tallest Hornets player that played was like 6'9". But it's Jay didn't look like it may just be one of those things of like during the regular season they may be hitting that championship lull of like, let's just get to the playoffs, and Jay could be that guy. But at least from a fantasy perspective, it may be something to think about of like, hey, you can convince somebody that Jay Will may return back. Like he's coming off an injury, a couple months ago.
Yeah, he missed a lot of the beginning of the season.
Yeah, so it may be one of those things from a fantasy perspective, like trying to sell high while you can. But well, I mean, look, his defense, Jay Will is good, but like OKC is going to be interesting. I'm just not as high as everybody else is on them on OKC as a whole. But that more so, I would say, speaks to kind of like, in the playoffs, young guards can, if you have a few young guards like Halliburton was doing them, like it's, Brandon Miller was crushing them. Like you would think the perimeter would be locked down, but there's too many good guys in the league. Like I don't know. Like it's just too many good guards in the league to be able to lock people down in the perimeter like that.
Yeah, I mean, I also think it's interesting. I think they play their bench a lot.
They do.
Because I'm looking at minutes, and like Chet's, he's getting like high 20s.
That's nothing. That's
low 30s at some games, but like it's probably around 28 minutes a game, right? Which is like really low for someone of his caliber. Because I mean, it's like his 4th year or something. He could be like high 30s, and wouldn't be surprising at all. So I just think they are, even though they're in a little of a rut, I think they're just focusing on what it seems like just developing their bench.
Is that the right call though? Like, I mean, maybe in the regular season, but like, are you nobody goes deep in their bench in the playoffs? Like nobody does.
They do. They might.
That's true. They might. Yeah.
I mean, like they they go 10 deep, 9 deep, 10 deep in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I mean, all those guys give a lot of effort on defense. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's the right call, but it worked for him last year.
Yeah. No, I get it, man. It's just it may just be one of those things of the season, like every champion goes through it,
Yeah.
right? Shea's still getting his, right? Um
Yeah.
but yeah, Shea's definitely still getting his. And Chet is too. I think just Jay Will is supposed to be that Robin that's supposed to be like that guy, and he showed it against the Pacers, especially in the finals
Right.
last year. Again, you just expect more, particularly fantasy value from him. You draft him that high, you're expecting
Yep.
way more.
They're just. I mean, honestly, without Hartenstein, they're just small.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
outside, like obviously Chet's tall, but like
He's
the
the only
next
one.
tallest guy is I think Jalen Williams, and he's 6'5".
They have a guy on their team. They're starting to play more, I guess, because Hartstein now. I think Carlin, I believe is his name. Tall guy.
Carlson, Brendan Carlson. Oh
Brendan
yeah,
Carlson. Sorry. Yeah.
he's a big ball.
Yeah. No. So he played a bit, but you can tell. I mean, I don't know what year he's in, but you definitely could tell he was like he's a bench guy.
It's his first season, it says, and like against the Suns when they played, he only played 7 minutes. So I think they're just trying to see what he can do.
Yeah, it's interesting to see Hartenstein is that that important to them. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. But I mean, he looks like right now it's kind of hard to argue his value.
Yeah, no, they're gonna need him because like, look, when I went to that Rockets Nets game last week,
yeah,
they're so tall. Like all of them are, 6'10" and up.
My God.
So you need that size.
The Rockets are going to be a problem in the playoffs for them. They're going to be.
They said VanVleet might come back for playoffs.
That's interesting. I mean, that was the. You know what? Before the Trae Young to the Wiz trade happened, those are the two teams. I think the Rockets and the Timberwolves are the two that are point guard starving. Right? Maybe not the Rockets because like they're just. I mean, they're trying to do it.
Point guard, he's just hurt, but he'll.
Yeah, exactly. He's coming back. But like I've told you about the Timberwolves so many times. Like I think they need it a lot. But Trae Young stays out in the East, and no point guards getting traded to the West. But yeah, I don't know. I think when OKC, if Hartenstein, this injury lingers going to playoffs, who knows? It's the West. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean Minnesota. Like, if they're going to get a point guard, I think they need a pass first guy who wants to play defense.
That wants to play defense, or
that wants to play defense.
I disagree with that.
You don't think so?
Only reason why I would say reason why I think I thought Trae Young would have been perfect there is because you have Anthony Edwards, McDaniels, Gobert, and Randall like behind him, right? And it's like if those are four really good players, and they hustle on the defensive side. Definitely McDaniels and definitely Gobert.
Definitely.
Right?
Well, I would say definitely Edwards and McDaniels.
Yeah.
Randall, I've seen a lot of evidence where he does not hustle.
Yeah. Okay. I agree. I agree with it.
And I agree with that. Like, I know he's won Defensive Player of the Years, but he seems to be getting exposed a lot on defense.
No, I agree with that. The only thing I'm saying is if you're going to get a guard like that, you got to have some stalwarts behind them to like help play defense, right? If it breaks down, you have somebody there in the paint. Like, say what you want about Gobert, he's at least a presence in the paint.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? You got me like Jaden behind him. Like, it made sense from that perspective to get somebody I think pass first, you nailed it. Like pass first for sure. Like they got to have somebody pass first because Anthony Edwards just has too much on him to produce in the offense for him to make a super long playoff run to the finals, in my opinion. But look, I mean, it's the trade deadline, I believe, is February 7th. So we got like about 4 weeks left.
Yep.
So more can happen. But yeah, I'm interested to see kind of what they do in that position.
Yeah.
And then what's the fantasy impact if they do get like a pass first point guard, on that team particularly.
Yeah, I mean I agree. I just think Trae is sometimes he's kind of like a black hole. Like if they're gonna get a point guard, they need a point guard who like, oh, there's a mismatch, get him the ball quick, like a quick decision making. Like a Chris Paul or something like that. But Trae is like he's gonna dribble, he's gonna wait for that screen to come, and then like make a decision.
Sounds kind of like Luka, but you know what I'm saying.
Luka's way more efficient. Way more efficient, and he rebounds.
I know.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
You know my Luka hate, bro. You know
it's unbelievable. I mean, I think how the Lakers been doing just shows like they were better without LeBron.
I mean, I think it just shows that sure, okay, yeah, that's fair. But I just think it just shows also Luka just still continues to not play defense. Like it's just remember, guys, whoever's watching this podcast, just remember when the playoffs come and the Lakers get eliminated early and you start seeing these clips of Luka just sleeping on defense, just remember, like your boy Chris Long NC, like hit me up, say you was right.
Well,
I'm telling you.
They need to put people around him that can cover for him. Right? They like if they're going to build the team and you get Luka's going to he's going to score probably 25-30% of your team scoring. You just better like construct a defensive minded team behind him. Right? Like
yeah.
That like you can't have him and LeBron, who is not playing defense, and DeAndre Ayton isn't great at defense. Like there's just too many just like not superior defensive players on one.
Yeah.
Reeves is okay.
He's okay. He hustles.
Yeah, like he'll try.
Yeah.
But there's like outside of Marcus Smart, who is again not in his prime probably anymore.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
There's not great defenders.
Yeah, they're gonna be early out in the playoffs, man. I'm telling you, like that. It's gonna be tough for them. But I think to your point, like it's gonna be more clarity to the Lakers after this year. I think they're gonna. So I don't know what's gonna happen with LeBron. Like if they lose again, right? Does LeBron even come back? Does he go to somewhere else?
Like Lakers might win the first round.
Well, okay. What place are they in now?
They're in third. Okay, like if they're in third, they're gonna lose. Okay, but if they can get that 2 seed and they play like a play-in team, like they can win a play-in game. They can beat that team in the series.
Who's in the play-in right now for these guys?
All right, so 7 is the Suns, 8 Warriors, 9 Trailblazers, 10 is Memphis.
Okay. They're beating the Suns. They're beating the Blazers. They're beating the Grizzlies for sure. I don't think they beat the Warriors.
I think they beat the Warriors.
All the other teams.
Who's scoring on the Warriors outside of Steph?
No, that's. I mean,
yeah. They're not even playing Kuminga that much. Like he's been a healthy scratch lately, which is like
no. He's trying to get traded. Yeah, I mean, he said he doesn't even want to play for the team anymore. He's trying to get traded. Like
he should be traded. Him and Kerr like don't get along.
I agree. I know you love Steve Kerr, but like Kerr
doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
Like and Draymond is getting ejected. Every other game.
I mean, look, it's gonna be interesting what happens with that team for sure. Like, I think But if you go into a playoff series with a healthy Draymond, Steph, and Jimmy Butler, like it's hard for me to root against them. I'm sorry. Like I don't, I just think Jimmy Butler is definitely a person who's just waiting for the playoffs. And
that I would agree with.
They're just, if they get in, then they're gonna be okay. Let's turn it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's the Western Conference is gonna be interesting. If the Lakers get past the first round, then like you're talking about going against like, I mean, you're talking about like murder.
No, because the in the top 6, they're 3, but then it's Thunder, Spurs, Nuggets, Rockets, T-Wolves at 6. Like they're losing to all of them.
Yeah.
Like those teams are so good.
Yeah, the West is crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be tough. LeBron, I think, is gonna choose to come back East next year or something.
Yeah,
because the West just looks like murder's row. It's tough.
I think the 76ers are gonna be really hard in the playoffs.
Oh yeah. I mean, look, I told you, like, that team healthy, like they're a beast. Yeah. Like if you talking about doing the playoffs with a healthy Embiid, and then you're talking about Paul George, Maxey, now VJ. Yep. I mean, like, that's
they have Kelly Oubre.
Yep.
McCain and Grimes come off the bench. Like they're an issue.
Hey, they might beat the Knicks. Who knows?
The Knicks finally got a win today.
Yeah, finally. We're gonna talk about them. Maybe we'll have Ron on the next show to talk about the Knicks failure, so we can we can make fun of them. But yeah, the East looks good too. I mean, there's not the West, but it's gonna be interesting in the East just because you have like Detroit, Knicks, Boston. I mean, Boston might like. I wouldn't want to play them. I just put it like that. I would not want to play Boston. Like,
it's insane how good they're doing. And Tatum might come back towards the end of the season,
and that will be a problem for everybody. Like, so you just take those 4 teams, like New York, Boston, Philly, and Detroit. Those are the 4. Like all the rest, I don't believe in. Like. Right. I'm not believing in Toronto. They barely won a buzzer beater to my Hornets tonight, but Magic, they're trying to take the lead, and everybody else is just whatever. So we'll see, man. We'll see. It's going to be interesting, but, there's never a dull moment in the NBA for sure. And I look forward to talking to you more with these trades that's going to be going down, particularly before the trade deadline. I think we're going to see a lot of movement.
Yeah, I hope so. It should be exciting.
Yeah, you see a lot of tanking too, by the way. Just saying.
Tanking. They have to tank because the lottery is the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, look, we didn't have an whole other show about this because, like, like my feelings on it. It makes me mad just because, like, as a Charlotte fan, we've been like horrible like for a long time and never gotten the top pick. And it's just like, oh, the lottery is great because it doesn't work for teams that are bad. It's like, well, bad would probably need a high pick. But
I don't know. The best league in the world has a clear system. I don't know why you wouldn't follow it.
Because
there's parity. There's parity in the NFL.
Yeah, I know. But then you're gonna go to games. It's a tough look, man. I'm not going to sit here and say I know all the answers. It's tough because if you do it just like that, to where worst record gets the first pick. I mean, these guys, it's going to be shameless. Like, these people are going to be like, just. Like, I mean, me and you might be playing the game. Like, like it's tough, man. It's tough.
Yeah, I don't know. They can stipulate like the starters have to play X amount of minutes. I don't know.
Yeah, that could be something too. Like,
or if it's clear tanking, like you find the team, right? Because like with betting, with how much people bet now, like
right,
you have to keep the integrity of the game high. Otherwise, you're going to just lose the sport. So right. So like if the integrity is bad because you can see the tanking, and people are going to automatically assume, oh, they're betting on like, they're betting on them to like score less or do whatever. Like it's going to kill the sport. So I don't know.
Yeah, look, man, it's definitely interesting. I mean, look, like I'm looking at it now. Charlotte is about 7th or 8th best odds, but like they could get the number 1 pick, which is like insane to even think.
Yeah.
I'm a Charlotte fan. There's no way we ever get the number 1 pick. We're the luckiest team in the world. But like you can have teams like, I mean, the Mavs getting it last year was just like crazy. So
that's a joke.
It is, but you can have Atlanta, Chicago right now is in the playing like the Bucks. Like if the Bucks lose Giannis or trade Giannis and then get the number 1 pick, then like we need to cancel the show. The NBA is just WWE. Like at that point, like
it'll be crazy. What happened if the Pacers got it?
Which they could. Yeah, I mean
they're in position, but like they get that first pick, and then they get Halliburton back the next year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Their young guys right now are all playing. Like they're all just like developing this year. Yeah. They're losing a lot, but they're getting better.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing of the lottery is like that's kind of the interesting thing about it. Like literally all these teams we're looking at below the 9th, 10th seed, like all of them can get the number 1 pick.
Yeah.
Literally all of them, which is in this draft is crazy because I'm sure you saw the game last night with Peterson and they played TCU. I saw that game. Kansas
won that?
Yeah, but Peterson was hurt a lot going in and out. But man, he is, bro. Hey, look, he's the real deal, man. Like he's definitely the real deal. I like the Ben some more, but you can't go wrong in this draft, man. They're just
OKC has 2 of the top 10 picks, so
that's ridiculous. I can't. Okay,
the Clippers in Utah.
Jesus Christ, my God. All right, well, let's wrap this up, man. Look, it's definitely a fun night. We're probably going to see more coming up, but look, we're going to be here to talk about it. Todd, I appreciate you as always.
That was fun.
Yeah, most definitely. 2026, it's going to be the year, man. It's going to be the year. Let's go Hornets. It's going to be the year. All right. Well, look, everyone, thanks for tuning in again. Really appreciate it. And look for us next week for the weekly tip-off brought to you by the Fantasy Basketball Advice Network. Thanks, everyone.